Hey friends, I'm Leeahd, and welcome back to my channel. I don't know when I first started saying hey friends instead of just welcome everyone, but you know, we're all friends here. It works. I'm really excited about this week's topic. This week we're diving into how to paint looser and more painterly, a subject that is near and dear to my heart. But first, a quick update on my week. It's shaping up to be a busy one. I'm working on a commission for an indie comic book cover, which is very exciting. And I just got the fantastic news that a couple of my paintings have been accepted into a group show at a gallery here in Austin. If you're local to the Austin area, the opening reception is this Saturday, January 18th, from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Muse Gallery. If you can make it, I'd love to see you there. I posted the details in the community tab. With all that going on, my schedule is packed, but I still plan on posting videos this week. Likely 4, maybe 3 if things get really hectic. Now, let's talk about today's painting. This piece is a 9x12 oil painting on ABS. If you've noticed that a lot of my paintings are this size, it's because it's a sweet spot for me. It's big enough to work comfortably, but small enough to keep the process manageable for quick paintings. Plus, it's cost-effective in terms of materials, paint, and shipping, which helps me offer these daily paintings at a more accessible price. So on to the main topic, painting loosely or in a painterly style, and how that relates to this piece. Painting in a looser style is something many artists aspire to, and I've been on that journey myself. In fact, since it is a journey and not a destination, in many ways I'm still on that journey. As an artist, I think there's always more to learn and new ways to grow. For this painting, I started with a pencil drawing. I used a water-soluble pencil to prevent it from smudging when I applied the paint, but any pencil that doesn't smear or if you seal it will work. Normally, I skip the drawing stage entirely and jump straight into the painting. It saves time, and I've grown comfortable with that process if the painting isn't too complicated. But I know, not everyone feels ready to dive in paint first, so I wanted to show how starting with a drawing can still lead to a looser style. After sketching, I blocked in the major shapes with mostly flat colors, focusing on getting the average colors and value correct. Using that color as a base color, I would build form and volume by using lighter and darker colors, but I was mindful about how I applied the paint. I used minimal brush marks, favoring my larger brushes and my rubber brushes to help me maintain a chunky, blocky feel and avoid getting lost in the details. I also pulled out my brayer for areas where my initial block-in got messy. The tree trunks and the grassy section mostly. I didn't do a good job initially staying within the lines. I've never been good at coloring inside the lines. I overdid it a bit with the brayer, which created extra work, but hey, it's all part of the process. You might have noticed I used my palette knives a lot for this piece. That choice was influenced by the panel I was working on. It has a peculiar texture that grabs the paint and feels very dry. If I used solvents, that would have helped, but I typically avoid them, and I've learned to work around it. Ideally, I would have laid in everything with a large soft brush to feather everything, making it a lot softer and making the subsequent paint marks that I did lay down stand out even more. For the face, I added more detail to create a focal point. Our attention is naturally drawn to areas of higher contrast, whether it be contrast of light and dark, strong color, or sharp edges. When painting loosely, squinting is key, because you're trying to incorporate paint marks, something that doesn't exist in the reference. You need to be able to see the overall composition. And remember, there's no single way to paint more painterly. Every artist has their own style and approach. My tips might not fit every style, so trust your judgment and adapt as needed. If you're unsure about something, feel free to leave a comment or join my Discord or my live streams. I love chatting about art and sharing ideas. I wouldn't be where I am today without some amazing mentors. Jennifer Balkan, a phenomenal painter here in Austin, co-founded Atelier Dojo, a local atelier where she teaches. I've also learned so much from Nicholas Uribe. His Patreon is fantastic, and I'll link it below. And Chelsea Ling has been a long-time inspiration, and the person I've worked with the longest. She runs an online boot camp that's helped me immensely. It has a great community, and she is a fantastic artist and teacher. Coincidentally, I think she just came out with a new video on the same subject, literally as I'm writing this script. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I'll link to it. Her YouTube channel is full of invaluable advice. And that wraps up today's painting. I hope this demo inspired you and sparked some ideas for your own work. Tomorrow I plan to push the painterly aspects even further and delve deeper into the thought process behind loose painting. My goal for this week is to build on the approach I used last week for high-key paintings, where each video pushes the concept a little further. This time, I'm applying the same idea to loosening up and painting more painterly. Each painting will serve as a demonstration of how you can gradually work towards achieving that painterly look, if that's something you strive for. So, by the end of the week, you should be able to paint as loosely and freely as Sargent. If only. But I do want to show that this is a skill you can develop over time, even if it doesn't come naturally at first. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Do all the YouTube-y things. Share this with fellow art lovers. It really helps. You can also join my art community on Discord, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description. If this painting caught your eye, it's available on my website for the special price of $250. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. Wishing you an amazing week, and as always, happy painting.